everybody, I'm Lene Gehrig and welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes, and today I am happy to introduce to you the Roses and Laces collection from our friends at Stamperia. So much fun to play with. I've got scrapbooking pages, photo album, cards, so come play with us. So the first project I made with this was a scrapbook page with this wonderful Roses and Laces collection. As you can see, it's got this clock in the background. I love the papers, which I'll show you what's all on the paper pad in a moment, because they're already sort of collaged and have that wonderful mixed media look about them. Then I just took a 6 by 4 inch photo and I matted that with some teal and a dark brown paper. I even used the cutout photo corners, the tag that says enjoy the little things. Even comes with little cutout book plates so you can journal on those. I added some of my favorite flowers from 49 and Market. So this is Flamingo, which I love this color. And then my favorite little pixie petals, this is Sea Glass, and then also Flamingo again. So let me show you what comes in this paper pad. It's just gorgeous. Beautiful wood and lace, and looks like, this rose tapestry fabric. Just gorgeous. You can see the lace on this side, beautiful border. I love the little bird cage motifs that they have going on. I thought this would make a great pocket on a page. You could run it along the bottom of your page and put some tags in it. It's got some wonderful borders. And here's this clock that I used on my page. I love all the details that they put in this. And look at this whole sheet of numbers and tags and book plates and photo corners. I love it. This one, gorgeous. And another whole page of beautiful tags. I love the burlap. Here's a white burlap with some lace on it, and a wood grain with more lace. So as you can see, great. And then also, they have these wonderful, 49 and Market has wonderful laser cut lace, and this one's called Treasure. And I'll be showing you how I use that right here on this card. So this card was really fast to put together. I just took some of these chipboard pieces. Here I used the Cherish and then some of the leaves, and I just took a little brown ink and went along the bottom edge of the Cherish and then just put them on the leaves so that they were a little too stark if I left them that creamy white color because of the background I chose. So I wanted them to pop a little bit. And then one of these wonderful flamingo flowers from 49 Market. As you can see, there's a little touch of lace here because I added in the cream lacy trims, which I used on pretty much all the projects that I'm going to be showing you today. Even on the scrapbook page, I took the smallest one and just made a little bow and tucked that under the flowers. All right, so let's build a card together. Here we go. Here's my blank card. And I love my Cosmic Shimmer Specialist acrylic glue. I pretty much use that exclusively now. So I just cut this. This is a 5 by 6.5 inch card, and I just cut my paper a little bit smaller than that. And I wanted to have sort of a tone on tone look for my card, so I'm going to be using a lot of just creams and whites on here. Okay, we start with the base there, and then I've got this beautiful piece of lace. It's from this pack right here. And when I'm tacking this down, I'm just going to put some glue right here on the paper. And then I'm going to glue that right across. And then I'm going to put a little bit more along the edge just to make sure that's secure. We don't want any flapping lace. Now, I should let that stay for just a couple of minutes to dry, but we're kind of in a hurry, so it's not quite straight. There we go. So I'm going to trim that even though it's not dry, and I'm just going to say a little prayer and hope that that works out. All right, so far so good. A little jaggier than I would like there. There we are. All right, and then got one of these great tags. Home is not a place, it's a feeling. Completely agree. I'm just going to glue that right there. And then from the chipboard, it's got this sort of script greeting or script look here. And what I did was I just blotted that with a brown ink pad. I think it was Pebble brown ink pad. I just blotted that a little bit to get a little bit of color on that beautiful cream colored chipboard. Didn't want to cover that up too much because of the color scheme that I'm going for. Just a couple of little dots of glue, and then I want to overlap those. Okay. And then I did the same with these leaves. I just did a little bit of brown ink right there. And then I've got some flowers. These are also from 49 Market. These are Country Bloom Cloud colors, and I just love these. So we're going to be doing a little bit here, a little bit here. I think we'll do it like this. Just kind of lay those out first. Yeah, I like how that looks. And we're just going to put that there. And what's great about this particular tag that I chose, I don't need to put any, oops, glue in my hand. I don't need to put any ribbon on it or anything at the top because it's got that great little knot of twine that's already pictured there. So it saves me a step. There we go. And then just add a little balance. I want to put a little small blossom right there. Okay, as you can see, it's just a really pretty tone-on-tone, vintagey look, excuse me, kind of shabby chic that was really easy to do. So for this next project, I used the 6x6 chipboard album from Stamperia, and this one is going to require a little bit of a setup here, so let me show you the front cover. I went ahead and just did the cover is 6 inches, so I did a little bit of a square that's a little bit smaller of that beautiful rose tapestry. And then remember, in the paper pad it had all these wonderful numbers, so I cut those out, as well as the memories book plate, and I put a little foam tape under that. Went back to my lace, used this lace border right here, the roses right here from the cloud roses, and then I used, this is Winter's Evergreen Sparklets, and I just added a little bit right here, and I just love all the little sparkle that has. And then for the binding and the back cover, I used a stencil also from Stamperia, and this one is a beautiful stencil. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, I'll have that in my notes, but I want to say it's like tiles, but I'll make sure I get that for you guys. And I did that on the binding and the back cover as well as the inside cover. So let me show you how I did that. We're going to get messy, so I'm going to get my craft sheet out here. Okay. All right, so on the back cover, you know what? I just thought of something. If I do that now, then I can't show you how I built a page on the inside. So let's just put a pause on doing the stenciling. I'm going to show you how to do a book page, and then I'll come back at the last part and I will do my stenciling. Because otherwise, we're just going to have a big mess to dry. And I didn't think that through all the way. All right, so inside front cover, did the stenciling. We'll be doing that on the back cover as well in a moment. And then on this one, I just took a little bit of a square of paper. I used this wonderful chipboard border for my front page here, and then also a little collection of the flamingo pixie petals. And on each one of the little bits of lace, I just added a little rhinestone for a little glitz, and of course a tag. I foam taped that on there with just a little knot of that lace. Okay, so for this page, I'm just going to show you really quickly how fast it can be to put together a spread in this cute little chipboard album, which I think would make a really great Christmas gift. because it doesn't have to take a lot of time to just make a really special handmade item like this. Okay. Oops. So then I love the clock theme, and I went ahead and I took the clock and I just cut that in half. We're going to use that for a border. Put it even opposite sides of the page here. There we go. And then just got a couple of little photos like that, matted with a little dark brown cardstock. I like to put them at an angle because it gives it a little, I don't know, movement or interest to the viewer's eye. And then this little treasure chipboard piece, which I'm just going to keep in its natural color because I like that it's picking up the colors of the lace. And we're going to put that right up here at the top. And then we've got a little book plate. Can go over here. And this cute little number, which could be the age of our little girl in the photo, a little number 3. Right, and then I'm going to add a little bit of flowers. These are the sea glass pixie petals. And I think they're just the right size. They're just nice and flat, easy to use. Just a little bit of color. Let's add one more on there. To do little clusters of 3 if I can. There we go. So as you can see, really easy to put together a cute little album page. Doesn't take long at all. And then I'm going to do something I wouldn't normally do, which is close this page before it's dry. There we go. And now I can show you the stenciling technique. Okay, so this is our inside back cover. And before stenciling, what I love to do is use the stick and spray repositional spray, adhesive spray. And I just, if you've got a like a scan and cut machine or any electronic cutting machine, this stuff is great to have. I just made some holiday signs for family using this, where I just cut out my own lettering and used my repositional spray to make my own stencils, and it was just really handy. So I can't recommend it enough. And I like to use that on the back of my stencil. Go. I would recommend doing that outside normally, but we're just going to do it right in our studio. Okay, so that's just going to keep that in place when you smooth that over, and see, it just comes off really easily. So that makes this whole process so much more simple. Okay, so also I've got my Cosmic Shimmer. This is Red Pearl Opal Polish, and it's got a little bit of a pink tinge to it, which I love with this paper pad. All right, and then I just like to take mine and just do sort of a pouncing motion, just that good old-fashioned stenciling technique when I'm working on things like this. Okay, I'm gonna move this along a little faster. And then when I do this, though, I tend to get a lot of little round circles from my sponge. That's okay. I can take care of that at the very end. There we go. All right, so, and to kind of get rid of those little circles, just lightly go over the top of that. There. All right, and then we're just going to peel this back very carefully because these stencils are really fragile. There you go. And even though they're fragile, they clean up really easily. So I would just take this right away and just wash this in my sink with a little bit of warm water, and it'll come clean and I can use it again. So thanks for joining me today. We've got a great money saver. I really encourage you to check that out. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you check out the money saver in the descriptions. There's links to the money saver as well as to take you to paperwishes.com, where we have lots of videos and lots of tutorials to share. Have a great day.